Hi everyone, my name is Ada and I made this work with my classmates Lizeth and América, and today I am going to talk to you about the gastronomy of Jamaica. Uh, so, okay, well, first of all, what you need to know about Jamaica is that it has had a lot of influences in their gastronomy because it's in a place where a lot of like Africans, British people, Indians, and Chinese pass through. So all these cultures have laid a legacy on the food that is now produced in Jamaica. So it has a lot of variety that combines what Jamaica already has with also, well, these other cultures. So it's a really interesting kind of food. And first of all, I'm going to talk to you about the cornmeal porridge. Now, this is kind of like a breakfast thing, and it's said to be really like healthy and fitness also because it's like a really light kind of dish. And well, porridge is basically a cornmeal that is cooked with milk, nutmeg, cinnamon, and vanilla. And sometimes you can put like a little bit of sweet there. And yeah, a lot of people also eat it with a slice of bread and some butter. Next, we have the ackee and godfish. So basically, the ackee is kind of like a fruit, and it comes from the family of the lychees. It was imported from West Africa in the late 18th century, and they usually cook this with bacalao, and it is like a really traditional dish there. They say that it's kind of weird to eat at first, but you get used to it. It's kind of like when you eat scrambled eggs for the first time. You kind of have to get used to it. So yeah, also a fun thing about this is that you have to eat it when it's really mature, because if you eat it before that, when it's still ripe, you might get poisoned and you will end up with a really intense stomach ache and even vomiting. So yeah, you have to be really careful if you want to try this kind of dish. Well, next we have the festival. This is my favorite when I was kind of researching it because it does have something to do with the word festival in Spanish. It's kind of like a party in your mouth. And what this is kind of like fried dough that it's just well, it has milk and evaporated well, sorry, it has evaporated milk, milk powder, salt, sugar, water, and it's basically that fried. It's like a sweet kind of treat. And well, yeah, it looks really good. I really want to try this. But yeah, that's basically it. It's really simple, honestly, but it does look really good. Next we have the bami. Bami is kind of like a bread. You can even accompany this with some fish. You can eat it with fish. And it's said that Christopher Columbus ate this with his crew when he, well, when he discovered the Americas. So I think that is really interesting. And also, this is also kind of like a type of bread. Well, the difference is that this one is made of cassava root, from the cassava root, sorry. And yeah, Jamaicans use a lot of cassava in their cuisine. Um, Okay, next one are Johnny cakes. Johnny cakes are very similar to the festivals that we saw before, which by the way is a really interesting name also. But yeah, so they are very similar. The difference here is basically that Johnny cakes are not as sweet as festivals. So yeah, but it's basically a deep fried dumpling. That's basically, and yeah, but I think the festivals are sweet and these ones are just like normal fried thingies. Next we have the jerk chicken. Well, basically what this is just chicken with spices, well, with species, no, sorry, spices, yeah. It has like a lot of things. It has cinnamon, cloves, ginger, thyme, garlic, pepper, and nutmeg. And I feel like this is kind of what we have here in Mexico that we know as tacos al pastor, because this is something that is usually served in the street. It's a street food, but also it can be served at restaurants, even like kind of upscale restaurants. So yeah, you can either buy it on the street or in a restaurant. I really do feel like it's similar to our tacos al pastor, and it also looks really good. Like it looks kind of similar. I don't think it tastes similar, but you know the function that it has in its own country, it's kind of like the same. And okay, well, last but not least, we have escobiche. This is basically, well, I think in Spanish it's escabeche. It's basically seafood, but the great difference with this type of cooking method is that you don't use the well, you don't cook it. What you do is you put it on vinegar and a lot of species, and then you just leave it there and you mix it all and you eat it. So yeah, well, it also looks really, really good. And well, that would be it, I think. Yes. Yes, that is all. So thank you very much. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Thank you very much for joining us today to hear about the Jamaican gastronomy. And that would be all. Thank you. Don't forget to write.